Shalom Israel. Yeah man, thanks for joining me again. In this video, I'm going to chat about the time when Hebrews in history were doing sharecropping and how it came into play for the so-called black man and black woman, as well as some poor sons of Japhet. This era was documented very well by Alex Haley in his made-for-TV movies Roots. And so check out this part. Is an outtake of Roots Part 4. It will show you how the Hebrews began to fight back against the evil oppressors and the repercussions of those Negroes that they faced by the Ku Klux Klan members, and also how they were able to defeat the adversary. All right.
In your share has reduced your debt considerably.
$235 ain't all that much. But in the meantime, don't nobody try leaving here. Because here's a legal matter. We can get the sheriff to lock you up.
Mr. Johnson. We were wondering what your plans are now that Mr. Harvey's left.
Well, I ain't got no special plans, sir. I just go and work to my share, I guess.
I'm afraid I won't do, George. You see, me and the senator, we got certain feelings about white folks sharecropping alongside niggers.
Why should a smart young fellow like you want to work like a common field hand when there are other opportunities to consider? Huh?
We need somebody to keep his eye on things for us, to make sure the work gets done. Job yours, if you want it.
I don't know, Mr. Brer. I ain't much about overseeing.
I'll pay you a good wage. If things work out, maybe someday you and your family can move into the main house here, huh? That's fair, ain't it?
All right. I'll do it.
Good boy, Georgie, good boy. We'll settle the details later.
So we just saw that young white man who was poor white trash given a promotion by that senator of seemingly the state of Georgia to become the new overseer, with the promise of him and his lady being able to move into the big house on the former plantation. Right, so for the purpose of time, I didn't want to put in the part where the Negro blacksmith Tom actually goes to the sheriff with some evidence stating and showing how he knows that the white men who have been terrorizing them on the former plantation, who they are by putting marks on the horseshoes of the horses that them ride. So the sheriff is now not wanting to turn in his white privilege card. Him go up to the ringleader of the agitators and warns him to fix the problem before the federal marshal come riding in a town, because at that time he'll have to complete his obligation, the oath of a sheriff, and report what Tom brought to him, but he don't want to do it.
You know, Evan, we've been friends for a long time. I want you to know that.
Sure, I know that, Charlie. That's good of you.
And, I'm on your side. You understand that, don't you?
Sheriff, you been drinking?
Gee. No, I don't think I could get drunk tonight.
Oh, why can't you get drunk?
Because I know who every single one of them night riders is, Evan. I got proof. Proof I'm going to turn over to the federal circuit court judge when he comes riding through here next weekend.
You got what?
You heard me, Evan. I got proof. Tom Hardy gave it to me. Now, I don't want the proof, and I don't want to know what I know, but I know it for a real fact. Unless somebody does something, then I'm sworn to do something that'll make me a hated man in this county for the rest of my natural life. Unless somebody does something to Tom Harvey to make him pull back his evidence.
Do something like what?
Evan, I'm sick enough as it is, and myself for letting it go this far. Now do I have to lay out the whole plan for you, too?
No. No need for that. You've done enough, Sheriff. You've done enough. I guess we'll just have to see if I can.
Evan, I don't want to know another word. lost the law. And sometimes lost the law where he just ain't got no choice in some things. You understand what I mean?
Nobody misunderstands you. I'll see you then.
Well, thank you, Evan. Much obliged to you. Night, Evan.
What do you want here, nigga?
Get yourself out of here, boy, or we're gonna burn your kinfolk.
Move. Now.
Wow. Watch out. All right, so the wicked white man. You see how Alex Haley portrays the starter, the white bags by him burning out the little hole on the pillowcase for come up, and we've all heard the tales of the whippings and lynchings, but here we were able to see it firsthand what a Hebrew would get whipped for. All right, I cut this out, but at the same time, it have to be said that the poor white trash did come up and save the Hebrew from being perhaps whipped to death. So while his fresh wounds from his whipping are being tended to, this mad Hebrew will get a gun, and then his daddy, who is known as Chicken George, actually show up to bring some wisdom to the situation at hand and perhaps even save not only Tom but the rest of his son's life and his wife. All right.
Here's a cavalry officer's pistol. We got JB carved in the handle here.
Lord God. Maybe Jimmy Prince. Put it away. Give it a minute. Listen, what are you thinking of? When they catch you with that gun, they're gonna kill you, Sean.
Only knows one thing. Ain't nobody ever gonna whoop me again. Evan.
Someone's coming.
Go out the candles. Open the door slow, whoever you is. I'll blows you apart.
Now you don't want to do that, son. But not unless you're going to make yourself an orphan child.
Daddy.
My man. Grandpa.
On the same day, Chicken George is talking to his sons about his plan to fix the things that are going astray so that him and his family can leave for Tennessee. Tom's wife go up to the sheriff and asked him to destroy the paper that Tom gave him, which is the actual evidence that he was planning to turn over to the federal marshal. Now this goes to show how the so-called white man, the evil sons of Japhet, who have turned themselves over to perdition. So this shows how the so-called black women have fear instilled into them and is still done to this day with this form of domestic terrorism and these evil tactics.
Now what we gonna do if they kills my man? Oh, please.
You mean Tom wants to forget this whole thing? And drop the charges?
Oh, shucks. I swear to God you ain't never gonna hear from him again.
Well, you seem like a good girl. So I'm going to do something that I hadn't ought to do. This is your husband's property. You do with it what you want to do.
After these two birds, with the money that wasn't make, I bought us some land in Tennessee. Land so rich and black, you can plant a pig's tail and a hog will grow.
Daddy, ain't you heard a word we said? You can't go to Tennessee. Can't go nowhere.
What do you mean, Britain is much? Oh, wouldn't worry about that none. I've been in worse situations in the war.
Daddy, what you getting at?
All right. Let's look at it like it was a military operation. Here we are, surrounded by the enemy, outnumbered, outgunned, and half our troops are women and children. Now, on the face of it, it looked pretty bad. Looked like we're in a hopeless position. And that's our one strong point.
Don't hardly sound like no strong point to me, Daddy.
We got figured Brent and this senator must be feeling much smug right through here. Feel like they got us right where they want us. Torn the line, scared to death. Yeah. From now on, we're going to do everything we can do to make sure they go right on feeling that way.
Peter, look out for Miss Randall. Let's see what's going on out there.
You dumb black boy, I cannot trust you to do nothing right. I want every grain of that back in this You ain't trying hard. I don't want no stack full of dirt. You do it careful. Yeah. No, dark. They get bad enough with the slavery now, they're just downright useless. That's done, sir. Fool, what are you waiting on, boy? Get the rest of the sack out of there! Don't you move your back,
thinking too.
Well, I wasn't too sure about taking this job overseeing them darkies, as you well know. But I'm going to tell you, it beats farming all the hell. I want to thank you.
Sorry, son. Just don't you let up, you hear?
Oh, don't you worry. That's right, keeps on them all the time.
You'll do it, Georgie, you'll do it.
Why do we know there will be a court of the Gentiles in Yahuwah's second resurrection? Because there's always been righteous Gentiles from the sons of Japhet and the sons of Ham, not being Canaanites, that helped the sons of Shem. Here, Chicken George's plan works because of this son of Japhet, who does not turn himself over to perdition, but deals with the righteousness that dwells in his mind, in his heart, and in his flesh to help these Hebrews. At the end of this video, you will see as Chicken George prays to his ancestors just how this so-called white man can be engrafted into Israel or Yashral as a silent and humble observer while still playing a role within the holy congregation. Okay? Keep in mind that that role is part of the court of the Gentiles. Alright? In no way are they walking through one of those 12 gates for the 12 tribes of Israel.
Good day, Senator. Mr. Brent.
Oh, young man. Just thought we'd drop by and see how you're getting on, George.
Well, I gotta admit, ain't far along with the planting as I'd like to be. We still cleaning up some with them night riders done, but things is coming along. They is coming along.
Pastor Johnson?
Yes, what is it now?
We sure would like for you to come over and take a look at the fence we was fixing around the pigsty. See if it's all right.
All right, you go on back there, Louis. Keep working, and I'll be there directly.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
On now. Now relax. They just like little kids. Can't do nothing on their own.
Well, I guess we ought to get started back to town. Seems like Mr. Johnson's got his work in order.
We see you, George. You keep after him, now, you hear?
I got you worried none, Mr. Brent. Good day, Senator. Oh, Mr. Brent! Mr. Brent! Mr. Brent, you know, them mules of Mr. Harvey's is on their last legs and they ain't hardly pulling worth their feed. Now, it's up to you, of course. But if I could have me 6 young mules, now I know I could plant at least another 100 acres.
Well, I think Mr. Johnson's enterprise ought to be encouraged.
I'll get him out to you as soon as I can. Anything else you need?
No, sir. I think I got everything I need right now, sir.
I'll get them 6 mules out first thing tomorrow.
I'm much obliged.
Moreover, I selected this video because it shows how a remnant of Yashral and or Israel will enter into the promised land that was foretold unto Abraham.
What you think you're about, boy? Put that gun down. We're getting out of this county, Mr. Brandon. We just want to make sure that you ain't gonna stop us.
You've been bamboozled, Mr. Brent.
You dirty nigger lover.
Mr. Brent. Yeah, I loves niggas so much. It's just, I don't like you at all.
You're not as smart as you think, Johnson.
Oh, now that ain't the point, Mr. Brent. So, the point is, we ain't as dumb as you think we is. Because if we's that dumb, just what that make you right now?
See that, Charles? That's right. is our first plan. And what you gonna do? Get yourself another plan.
Who the hell are you?
Well, the daddy these boys, Mr. Brady. Don't you remember me? You chased me out of the county once. Now, all I want you to do is leave the county peaceably. Tom, my boys. Tom, you're all yours now. Tom has a good heart, and I admire his thinking. If you bother me or mine ever again, I'll kill you. All that. He's home. What? The first slave in this family was Granddaddy, Kunta Kinte. But he weren't always a slave. Oh, he's a slave. He was a free man in another country. Country called Africa. And then the slavers, they catch him when he went to find some wood to make a drum. And they brought him to America, a place called Naples. But Kunta Kinte, he never forget where he come from. He never forget Africa. He never forget the words he spoke as a child. Ko mean a fiddle, and Cambi Balongo mean a river. And he never stopped fighting against his chains, trying to be free once more. And even after they cut off half his foot to keep him from running. Before he died, he gave that dream of freedom to his daughter. Kids, my mom. Before she died, she gave that dream to me. And I've tried to keep that dream alive in all you children till that day comes. Hear me, O African. The flesh of your flesh has come free. You is free at last. We is free.
I do have to note that Alex Haley did not do us justice when it came time for Chicken George to pray, because he did not start his prayers by addressing the Elohim of Abram, Isaac, and Jacob. So we can put into question whether or not Alex Haley's family, mainly Kunta Kinte, was of a Hamitic origin, making him a Gentile, black Gentile. Because we know that Kunta Kinte was simply caught up or captured and taken into slavery while he was seeking wood to make a drum. Regardless, may I leave you Hebrews and Hebrew Israelites with the scripture Daniel 11 verse 28. Then shall he return into his land with great riches, and his heart shall be against the holy covenant, and he shall do exploits and return to his own land. Yahuwah hosts is his name, my strength, my redeemer.